Hey guys, Pwnobi here bringing you the Pokemon Narrated Wi-Fi battle. This is going to be an NU tier battle against ThePokeFan21. His link will of course be in the description. Just want to say before the battle gets started, this is going to be with one of my NU teams that I made about a month ago. And I've actually been getting some messages on YouTube saying that people have been imitating me using this team on PO. And I even actually saw that Revolution X1600 had a battle posted where he was using my exact team with all my moves and pokes in the same order with the EVs that I have listed in the description and everything. And he said his friend gave it to him. So I don't know. I guess some of you guys have liked this team. Ever since I started leaving my stats for my teams in the description, I've been getting a couple messages saying that they've seen people using them. So not really sure what to say about that, but let's just go ahead and get into it. So I'm leading with my Wilechase. He's leading with a Sandslash. Sandslash, of course, being a great Pokemon to set up the rocks. Not too great as a lead, in my opinion, though. So I just go for a Hypnosis, and unfortunately for me, it is going to miss. So I'm just going to switch out to my Walk the Dog, predicting him to go for the Ice Beam. He goes for the Thunderbolt, which is a smart play. Either way, I know it can't do too much, and I'm going to be able to sub on the switch. This is a sub-Pataya Berry Typhlosion. If you don't know the strategy, you try to get 3 subs off to be put into blaze range, and it activates your Pataya Berry, and you can do some really great damage. So I went for a Focus Blast. It's going to do a pretty good chunk considering that's a special wall, obviously being a Munchlax. And I'm just going to switch out to my KoopaTroop, confident that I can take any of his hits, and it'll give me a chance to set up the rocks. So that's what I'm going to go for here. Yada yada yada, after turn effects, we're both getting our leftovers. And I actually go for a knockoff on the switch because I was predicting him to go into his Sandslash to be able to spin away the rocks, even though we both could have just sat in there and span all day. So I didn't set up the rocks too early, and it's good for me that I got the knockoff on that Kingler because we'll see how that affects things. I switched into my Land Before Time because it's a physical wall Meganium, and it carries the Seed Bomb, obviously being super effective against a Kingler, even though Kingler does sport pretty high defense stat, so an Energy Ball probably could have killed him. But Seed Bomb is good because this team has a lot of special attackers, so it's kind of weak to people that set up with Calm Mind. So Seed Bomb definitely helps, and you can actually see that in my other battle with this team that my good buddy, the Dangerous 36M narrated. I'll leave a link to that below as well. But I am going to be able to take the X-Scissor because I'm a max physically bulky Meganium, and then be able to finish him off with a Seed Bomb, which is good for me. I'm just going to stay in as fodder against this little Mischievous because I don't really have a safe switch, and I'm not sure exactly what kind of Mischievous he's running here. So I'm just going to go for a Crunch. He does decide to stay in, and the fact that I outsped is telling me that he's not Scarfed, which should have told me that this Rampardos was Scarfed, so I should have immediately switched out to my Sandslash, but for some reason I opted to stay in. If I was going to stay in, I should have at least gone for the Aqua Jet, because in conjunction with the Head Smash, it probably would have finished him off, so I'm not really sure what my thought process was there. That was a pretty poor play, to be honest. But I bring in my KoopaTroop. I'm speeding this part up because it's a little bit of a Sandslash war. I went for EQ. We're both just kind of trying to whittle each other down and make sure that we have the rocks up and that the other person does not have the rocks up. But it's not really going to work out for either of us. It's not really important, the thought process behind each and every move. Just realize we were both trying to get rocks up and make sure the other person didn't have rocks up. And it ended with neither of us having rocks up. And he is just going to easily revenge kill me with his Rampardos, and I'm just going to stay in as fodder, not sure what move he wants to use. If I knew he was going to go for Earthquake, I could have obviously brought in my Wilechase. But I know he's Scarfed, so I brought in Wilechase knowing he'd have to switch out, so I went for Hypnosis on the switch, which missed. Then I knew I would outspeed, so I went for Hypnosis again. So I've gotten 3 Hypnosis misses with that thing, and I'm not exactly sure what it is anymore. I always forget the number, but I think it's like 80-something% accuracy with Compound Eyes, or about 80. So I bring in my Typhlosion. I'm thinking he's going to predict me to sub on the switch, so I just go for a Flamethrower, knowing that his move is going to put me into Blaze range and activate my Pataya Berry, and that after the +1 and being in Blaze range, my Flamethrower can take him out. So that actually worked out perfectly for me. I'm actually really happy with the way I've been predicting with this Typhlosion lately. You're going to actually see me post a lot of battles with this team. And I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Grass to take out the Rampardos. Although I actually really want to switch that to Hidden Power Electric because Mantine and Charizard are a pain to this Typhlosion when you're trying to get your sweep done. But he's going to bring in his Munchlax. I'm just going to go for a Focus Blast to do as much damage as I can. And it's almost going to take him out. I wasn't really expecting it to, even with the +1 from Pataya Berry. And that is going to knock me out, but I can just finish the game up with my Hypno. So good game, ThePokeFan21. Like I said, link to his channel will be below. Link to Rev's battle where he's using my team is below. A link to the guest narration Rick did for me with this team where you can see how it did below. I'm going to be battling. I've already battled with this team a lot more actually, and I really want to post those battles. They're some of the best battles I've had in a really long time. So if you enjoyed, feel free to leave a thumbs up. Really appreciate it, guys. Hope everyone has been doing well, having a good, had a good weekend, having a good life. So yeah, catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.